Photo courtesy, Peter H. BickBy Grant Anger, Swimming World College Intern. Only 4 men in history of swimming have won NCAA Division I titles in the 100 and 200 of their stroke 4 years in a row. This is one of the rarest accomplishments in the sport of swimming. To put this into the context of other sports, this feat is comparable to legendary Peyton Manning, Brett Farve and Drew Brees being the only quarterbacks to have thrown more than 70,000 yards, or baseball claiming only 5 men to have ever broken 3,500 hits. For swimming, these legends are Pablo Morales, Brendan Hansen, John Neighbor and Ryan Murphy. Not even the famed Mark Spitz makes this exclusive club. At the time, these 4 were the most dominant men not just in collegiate swimming but also the world in their respective events. Though their accomplishments are impressive, all 4 men have impacted the sport with more than just winning. John Neighbor. Photo courtesy, Bob Ingram. Neighbor hails from Evanston, Ill. But spent most of his early life living in Europe. Before he attended USC, he was already a notable name in the swimming world. He had taken bronze in the 200 meters backstroke at the 1973 World Championships at just 17 years old. At USC, Neighbor was unstoppable. He never lost a race his entire 4 years of college, not just in the NCAA but also in dual meets. In the 1976 Summer Olympics, Neighbor brought back an impressive 4 gold medals and 1 silver at just 20 years old. Throughout his career, Neighbor set several world records and broke multiple barriers. He was the first man under 150 in the 200Y backstroke, the first to break 50 seconds in the 100Y freestyle, and, arguably most shocking, was the only backstroker to ever be faster than the equivalent fly distance. Neighbor's list of accomplishments and achievements are endless. He was an incredibly dominant swimmer during his time. However, his contribution to swimming has reached beyond more than just his records and medal count. Neighbor has spent the majority of his life helping and leading charities and organizations for athletes. He also found his calling as a motivational speaker, teaching future Olympians and CEOs alike the principles he has learned from swimming. His wealth of wisdom regarding resilience and determination has been valuable to countless people and has had a substantial positive impact on future swimmers and the general public alike. His constant involvement and encouragement with the future of USA swimming have paved the way for many to follow in his footsteps. Pablo Morales. Photo courtesy, Tim Morse. Born to Cuban parents in Chicago, Illinois, Morales is one of the few Cuban Americans ever on the American national team, already a positive role model. After moving, Morales spent the majority of his life in Santa Clara, California. He swam for most of his childhood and broke the butterfly national age group record in high school held by Mark Spitz. Morales continued his collegiate career at Stanford, where he remained the dominant American butterflyer. However, his Olympic story has inspired the next generations of American swimmers. Morales had already taken silver in the 100 fly and 200 IM at the 1984 Olympics and held the world record in 1988. He had taken the year off from law school to train solely for the 1988 Seoul Olympics. Surprisingly, he didn't even make the team, taking 3rd in the 100. After trials, he retired from swimming to continue law school. Morales had not accomplished his goal of winning an individual gold medal, and that bugged him. In 1991, after being retired for 3 years, Morales decided to make a Cinderella comeback story. Training hard for a year, Morales made the 1992 Barcelona Olympic team for the U.S. At the Olympics, Morales faced Rafał Szykala and Anthony Nesti, and all 3 were competitors for the gold. Morales led the entire race and held off strong closing charges by Nesti and Szykala, but he powered the last few strokes home. Morales had achieved his Olympic dream after initially giving it up. Morales' story of grit has inspired several Olympic swimmers, including Ryan Lochte. Brendan Hansen. Photo courtesy, Peter H. Bick. Hansen was born and raised in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and swam for several clubs growing up. Competing internationally at the age of 20, Hansen became the go-to American breaststroker for the next 10 years. He qualified for 3 Olympic teams and 4 World Championship teams during his career. At the University of Texas, Hansen remained undefeated in any breaststroke event in college. During his 10-year career, Hansen brought home 25 international medals. More importantly, he was one of the key members in creating a long and impactful professional swimming career. He proved that American swimmers could make a living as a professional athlete for several years after college. Hansen has continued to grow the sport in another significant way. He took over the Austin Swim Club in 2014 and has been developing talent ever since. Hansen was a unique breaststroker and developed a distinct stroke style from most. Due to his incredible investment in his swimmers, Hansen has become one of the most renowned coaches in the U.S. His wisdom and skill are invaluable to shaping the next generation of American swimmers. Ryan Murphy photo courtesy, Peter H. Bick Murphy, another Chicago native, has continued the characteristic excellence of the American backstroke tradition. Murphy started off swimming in Florida and competed for the famous Bulls Swim School. At an early age, Murphy became the member of several Junior Worlds teams. Continuing his swimming career at Cal Berkeley, Murphy has shattered several American records and one world record. At Cal, he became a quick star and dominated the backstroke events. Murphy took gold in both the 100 meters and 200 meters back and also set the world record in the 100 meters back off the 400 medley relay. But Murphy's accomplishments have not ended yet, and he is in the early stages of his pro career. Since Murphy is so young, there is time to see how he will impact the sport. So far, he has been an inspiration for many. There is no doubt that he will follow in the steps of his predecessors and be a positive role model for all swimmers. The Fantastic Four. These 4 men have not only had remarkable careers in the swimming world but have also reinvested themselves by giving back. Neighbor has taught the lessons of an Olympic athlete to the next generation of swimmers and non-swimmers alike. Morales proved to be an inspiration by not making excuses and relentlessly pursuing his goals. Hansen has given his wisdom and talents back to the sport with his coaching. With Murphy still in the early stages of his career, he has many more years to impact the swimming community. Winning both the 100Y and 200Y distances of their strokes all 4 years at the NCAA Division I championships is an incredible accomplishment. However, what should be celebrated even more is their inspiration and contribution to others.